Welcome back to Virtual Reality. My name is Thomas and you're watching VoodooDE VR. This is the next episode of my VR and AR weekly news, this time with week 16, 2023. And it's getting a little bit colder again in Germany. That's really nice for playing VR. I really love that. Because of all the lights here in my studio, it's getting very warm normally. So I love it when it's cold outside. So we will find everything about VR and AR hardware, games, releases and sales. Thank you to my sponsors, Woodcraft VR, Open Money Events, Virtual Escape and Slim Beats. Let's have some fun with the weekly news and let's go!
VoodooDE.
Green Hell VR. This is one of the most popular VR survival games. And this will get a 3-part DLC in the future. There's no release date yet, but we already know the most important part of the DLC is the multiplayer mode in co-op. And this is really nice. So we will be able to play with a party and then survive. So cool. And there will also be, of course, new stories and new gameplay mechanics and so on. And it's called Spirits of Amazonia. One thing we know is that we will not have crossplay between VR and non-VR because those are two completely different games. And what we also don't know is if we have platform crossplay between the VR systems. So I have no idea, can I play with my friend that has a Quest 2 when I have a PlayStation VR 2? No idea, but I can imagine this is really nice to play this in co-op. What do you think? Do you remember Firmament? This is an upcoming VR puzzle adventure that I backed on Kickstarter, I think years before or so. And now this has a release date, and this is May 18th, 2023. The game will be released on PC VR on Steam and later on PlayStation VR 2. There's also a non-VR version if you don't have a VR headset, and yeah, but there is no word about a Quest 2 standalone version or Pico 4, but you can play it on PC with a standalone headset as well. So this is a puzzle game in the Myst style, and in the new update where they told us the release date, they mentioned this new weapon here or tool. It's called Adjunct, and we can use different machines with this device like this here. That's really interesting, and I'm totally looking forward to this game. I have no idea if I get it earlier because I'm a Kickstarter backer, or if not, I will just show it anywhere, anytime from the May 18th. We will see. So, what do you think about the game? Did you also back it? Pimax Portal news. So, what is Pimax Portal? This is Pimax Portal. This is normally a handheld device, but you can also transform it to a VR headset when you put it in front of your head with this holder. It looks like Google Daydream or something. And this will be shipped to all Kickstarter backers in late April 2023. So, this is now. Should be very soon, and I'm looking forward to that. Although I must be honest, I don't think this will be a very comfortable headset. So everything we know what has this style had this style, like Samsung Gear VR or Cardboard or Google Daydream, they all suck. They all sucked, and I don't think that this will be a good VR headset and a comfortable one, but perhaps we will see. However, Pimax also said that it still has some issues like tracking issues, controller connection issues, and they are trying to get this fixed. However, it could be when you get this device as a Kickstarter backer, it will have some issues that will be fixed over time. We know that from Pimax, that they will fix stuff over time. But I'm looking forward to that. But I'm more a fan of the Pimax Crystal. I already tried the Pimax Crystal on my channel, you've seen that, but I had to send it back to them because I couldn't update the firmware. So they sent me the release version of the Pimax Crystal very soon, and I can try it again. But yeah, that's really a nice headset, the Crystal. With the Pimax Portal, I'm really not sure, but they promised to send me one, so I'm looking forward to that, the Pimax Portal. So this news I reported about a separate video this week. So there is an interview about with Greg Kuma. He's a Valve product designer, and that was not in the English-speaking area because that was in December in Korea, and now we heard about that. And he's talking about that they are still developing VR headsets, and they have different projects, he said. So now we have to think about what are they developing. Is it a Valve Index 2 or is it a Valve Deckard device what is combined with a Steam Deck? We are not sure, but I think it will not be released this year, perhaps next year, but then in combination with another AAA VR title. Because years ago, they told us they are developing 3 AAA VR games. The first one was Half-Life Alyx, and the next one, I think, is released together with the new VR headset of Valve. We will see. I'm totally looking forward to that. If you want to hear more about that stuff, just watch my video that I posted this week about the new Valve headset. Horizon Worlds, this is the social VR platform of Meta. And as you perhaps know, this is unlocked in US and Canada. In Germany, I still cannot use Horizon Worlds. I hope this will be available soon. The minimum age was 18 to use Horizon Worlds. And now Meta says they want to unlock that in the upcoming weeks for kids from 13 to 17. And yeah, this is something I'm worried about a little bit, because there were news about Horizon Worlds in the last year or so where there were people they did strange things to other people. They come too close and they try to touch them and all that stuff. And now they want to open that for children, and I really hope they have this under control. They have to ban people that do bad stuff and all such things. And yeah, we will see. Of course, Meta wants more people inside Horizon World, so they try to get the kids inside. But please take care of the kids. It's very important. And yeah, we will see. So as soon as I'm able to try Horizon Worlds, I will show it. But unfortunately, in Germany, I think in Europe, it's still not available. But yeah, however, I'm looking forward to try that. And there is the next wave of layoffs at Meta. This time 4,000 employees were laid off, and many of them in the internal VR studios. And this is, of course, for us as VR enthusiasts, it's a bad thing. The first layoffs were Ready at Dawn. They made the Lone Echo series, which counts of one of the best VR adventures. They laid off 1/3 of all employees, including the boss. Crazy. And the second studio that was affected is Downpower Interactive, and they made Onward, and this is one of the best, or even the best, tactical multiplayer shooter. And that's really a bad thing, in my opinion. When such good people are laid off and such cool VR studios. So yeah, this has something in common with all the metaverse stuff. So you know that Mark Zuckerberg said the metaverse will be the future. So he put all the effort and all the money of Meta into the metaverse development. And yeah, as it comes out, this was not the best thing he did. for me as a VR enthusiast, it sounds so cool that everybody will live in the metaverse. We will work in the metaverse. We can meet other people. We can play in the metaverse. But this will not happen in the next years. It will not. And this is what Zuckerberg is now realizing, and all the investors as well, because they run away from Meta. And that's why so many people are fired now, because they lose all the money. And the next thing is, of course, that they have competition from TikTok and all the stuff. And so these are not good times for Meta, but I really hope they will not stop the VR development. That would be really bad. Oh yes, one of the coolest VR adventures is coming to PlayStation VR 2. I'm talking about Red Matter 2. This is a really nice game. I totally love that. You are on an abandoned Russian moon base and you have to figure out what strange things are happening there. You have to solve puzzles and there's a lot of story and so on. And the game was available on Quest 2 and PC VR. And for the PlayStation VR 2 version, they promised like enhanced lighting, 4K remastered textures, 120 frames per second with no reprojection and foveated rendering and stuff. And that's gonna be really, really awesome for the people that have the PlayStation VR 2. However, there is no exact release date for the PlayStation VR 2 version of Red Matter 2, but I think it will be this year. We will see. This is so cool. Vertigo 2 gets a free DLC as a level editor. So we will be able to create our own levels in Vertigo 2. And this even has Steam Workshop support. As you know, Vertigo 2 is a really nice VR adventure with a little bit of story and physics puzzles and shooting and all that stuff. And here we can see the cool level editor, and we can use them inside VR with our controllers. So we can place objects, we can place enemies, jump pads and all this stuff. And this is just awesome. And it will be released in the next 1 or 2 months. I'm totally looking forward to that. And with the Steam Workshop support, you will be able to share your creations directly to other people. And the most interesting thing of Vertigo 2 and the level editor and all this stuff is that it is developed by one person. And this is Zach Zigalis Brown. And this is something I just cannot believe. It's so crazy that he did this alone. All the game, this is a nice game. So this is what I always talk about. When you've seen the VR releases in the last years, I showed most games on my channel, and there were 90% crappy games, bullshit games. And then the people tell me, yeah, don't be so bad to the developers. That was only one developer, so it's fine that it is a crappy game. No, it is not. Don't develop bullshitty, crappy games. Don't do that. Because and you can see in this example that it is possible to develop a nice game alone in VR as one developer. This is a good example. So I'm a big fan of this game, and I can't believe it that he did this alone. So I'm looking forward to show you the Vertigo 2 level editor and all this stuff. Really nice. VRGineers. So this is the studio located in Prague. They are developing VR combat simulators and the Xtal headset that I tried a lot of times. I've been there in Prague like 5 times or so. And this is a really nice headset. It's a heavy and big headset, but it's really nice. It's very sharp and it has the mixed reality option and all this stuff and modular stuff. And now they are developing a portable combat simulator. Look at this. This is just a case that you can carry, and you can build it in 30 minutes. They also have a video here where they assemble that. Tuck, 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 tuck. the seat and the controllers and just some screws. You see that, the desk and all the stuff, and then it's ready. Yeah. Here you go. And then you can use it. That's just awesome. And VRGineers, they are developing not in first line for gamers, but for military training simulation. They are working together with the US military and stuff. And so this, of course, this will not be cheap. It will cost like $10,000s, but it's still cheaper than a very big professional VR flight simulator that costs $100,000 or so. So they are really doing good things. I tried a lot of combat simulators and cockpits from the VRGineers, and they are doing a great work. And I'm looking forward to try the portable version as well. Thank you so much to my new supporters, Florian, Wolfgang, Flexor, Thorsten, Ted and Sven. You are so cool. You will get behind the scenes videos and early access to my videos. So 2 days ago I posted my next behind the scenes video, and you learn how am I feeling, what is coming next on my channel and so on. And this is what you have access now. So if you also want to have access to all that stuff, check out the first pinned comment, and then you can support me from $1 per month. That would be so awesome. Yeah, let's check out the releases this week. On Steam we have Dance Loop. This is a music rhythm dance game. Then a game about learning quantum algorithms. It's for free on Steam. Then Skater. This is a ice skating simulator. And then VR Museum, we can learn about historic flying machines. And then Emmet Evil, I showed that on my channel. It's a nice retro action game in the style of Doom, Quake, Hexen and Heretic. And then we have It Belongs in the Museum. This is a roguelike treasure hunting game. You can play a free demo here. Then on the Quest 2 we have Tennis League VR, of course a tennis simulator. Then Shave and Stuff. Yeah, you can do hairstyle and makeup in VR. Then also Emmet Evil on the Quest 2. And on the PlayStation VR we have Afterlife VR. I already showed that on PC. And this is a VR horror adventure. This were the releases this week. And let's check out the sales this week. On Steam we have Zero Caliber VR, a nice shooter for 35% off. Then we have Lucky's Tale, a nice platformer, 65% off. Psychonauts in VR, nice adventure, 80% off. Organ Quarter, a nice survival horror game, 50% off. Kali and the Reaper Man, horror, sorry, that's not a horror. It's a co-op VR adventure, 35% off. Garden of the Sea, this is a nice farming simulator, even for kids, 50% off. The Last Clockwinder, nice puzzle adventure, 40% off. And Paper Beast, also a nice relaxing adventure, 65% off. I didn't find anything on the PlayStation VR 2, but look at this here. This is a nice humble bundle, and if you pay €16.45, you will get nice games. Zenith, the biggest VR MMO. Wanderer, a real nice adventure. Then Battle Group VR, Vertigo Remastered, Rumble, Superfly, and a nice survival game, Into the Radius. So only for this price you get so many cool games and that you can spend weeks with. So this is totally worth it. Yeah guys, that were the weekly news. Check out the first pinned comment if you want to support me. Give me a thumbs up, share the video, and see you next time in virtual reality. See ya!
VoodooDE